Hi everyone, it's Ernest from Back to Basics. Today we're going to take a look at how to prune your basil plants. These ones here are growing nicely in the Aerogarden. And I know when I started off doing these, I was always afraid to prune them, and they would get taller and taller, and I'd keep cutting them from the bottom, hoping that things would sprout out from them. And it just produced gangly looking plants. So what I wanted to show you today was to not be afraid of harvesting your basil from your Aerogarden or from your plants, and you're going to see how good this method works. So the thing to just remember is, if you take a look here, we've got our first set of leaves right here, and then we've got our second set, which is here, and we've got some more that are coming up off the top. This might look aggressive, but we're just going to cut this whole top off, even though it has all these other nice leaves here. And we'll do this. And that's it. Let's do this to both. And we will come back in a week or so, and you will see that this is not too aggressive. It looks like a stick now with two big leaves, but you'll see how these will, at these points here, will eventually become branches and give us a nice bushy basil plant. Okay, it's now been 1 week since we've cut back these basil plants, and I just want to show you how nicely these are coming along. If you remember correctly, just right here we had topped off the top of that plant, and as you can see, these stalks are getting really nice and thick. And if we take a look at the top as well, you'll see that we now have two new branches coming off with a whole abundance of leaves coming off here. So this just shows you, don't be afraid to prune. What I'm going to actually do right now is I'm going to top these again, and we're going to go from 1 to 2 to 4 different branches here. So let's just take these off. And once again, if you see how we've got a branching coming here and here, I'm going to cut this top part off, like so, which is going to force these two to start branching off. And this is how we can increase our production on this plant. So there you have it. Now I'm also going to do that to the one that's located behind there, so you'll see as well. And we'll come back in another week and see how this is coming along. Okay, it's now been 2 weeks since we did our first initial pruning from the one branch at the beginning of the video, and I just want to point out that we now have even better branching occurring here. I counted, there's actually 4 new branches coming off here and 5 here. So you can see that this really will make your plant a lot bushier, and that's the whole point of pruning while it's still young. Now the one thing I really want to point out is, look, this plant is still only about 4 to 5 inches tall, which is the same height it was when we started from the beginning. So once these branches start going, this, when it gets to its full size, is going to be a very prolific plant. And we go through basil like crazy here in my household. So try this with your basil plants in your Aerogarden or in your pots, and you will see that you'll increase your yield tremendously. If you found this video to be interesting, please like and subscribe to my channel. We're going to have some more Aerogarden or hydroponic videos throughout the year. So thanks again for joining me. Take care.